Hi everyone. So today we'll be starting the September Lead Coding Challenge 2021, and today the first problem of this series has been posted. So it is called array nesting, and I will be explaining the solution like description first. So in the problem, we have been given an integer array nums, and it has got length n, and nums is a permutation of the numbers in the range from 0 to n minus 1. And what we need to do, we need to construct set for each of the indices from 0 to n minus 1. And to construct suppose we want to construct the set for index k, like we will be subscripting the nums with k first, and then we will be like taking this value that will result after this thing, and we'll be subscripting again the nums with that value, and we'll keep doing this until we encounter a repeated element. So like after doing all these things, among all these sets, we need to report the longest length of a set. So we can take example. So like in this example, there are seven numbers, and the answer is four, because the set having the longest length is a set zero. So it will start from the index 0. So this nums 0 will give us 5, and then nums of 5 will give us 6, and this nums of 6 will give us 2, and this nums of 2 will give us 0. So 0 was the index with which we started first. So if we'll be doing nums 0, then it will give us nums again 5, and 5 is already present. So these four elements are like the elements present in this set, and the length is 4. And in the second example, every set has got just one element, because like each index is referencing to itself, so the output is 1. So we may take an example of we may take a look to the constraint first. So as per the constraint, like the number of elements in nums array is less than equal to 10 to the power 5. So order n, or order n log n solution will be able to pass all the test cases, but we can't do something like an order n squared solution. So that will give us a TLE or so. Yeah, and there is one more important thing is all the values present in the nums array are unique. So this was like quite clear from the description, since this is a permutation of the numbers in the range 0 to n minus 1. Like usual permutation, in usual permutation we see there is arrangement of numbers from 1 to n, but in this case the numbers are from ranging from 0 to n minus 1, so that they can reference one of the index present in the array. So, and yeah, so we may start doing this problem. First let me reset it. Yeah, so before doing this problem, yeah, we can start with a brute force solution. So yeah, we all know that we can construct each of the set for each of the index, and for constructing a set since there are n unique elements, we will be having at max n iterations for each index. So like overall there will be n into n iterations. So like that will give us time limit exceeded. So we need to optimize this. So there is one concept that will help us in optimizing, and for making you understand, I'll be using this diagram. So you can see if we will be starting from this element, it may be possible after some iterations we'll return back to this element. So some may be asking why is this thing not possible? Yeah, so as per me, only the first element with which we started will be encountered first, and not the elements that will be encountered in the middle will be will be the element that will be repeated. So the reason why this thing is not possible, so let me explain. Like suppose we started from x, and now in the middle of the iteration we encountered some element y, and after completing the some iterations we visited this y instead of this x first. So my argument is that this thing is not possible, and the reason why it is not possible, because if there are two paths leading to this element y, that means the value of nums of this this element is y, and nums of this element is also y. But we know that the problem has stated that all the values of the nums are unique. So that is why this is not possible. So the only thing that is possible is this, and we can make a we can make use of this fact that since these like all these four elements are present in a closed loop, like all will have the same, like all the sets for these particular elements will have the same length, and we can use this fact to to like to prevent us from recalculating the sets for these elements, like for these nodes. So we will be doing what? We will be iterating throughout the array, and we'll be checking whether, so like suppose that we calculated the set for this cycle, so we will be marking these elements as visited, and next time if we will visit this element, we won't be calculating the set for it, because it has already been calculated. So this is what we will be doing. We'll be like checking whether some element has been visited or not, and if it has not been visited, we will be like marking all the nodes that will be coming in its way as visited, and we won't be calculating them next time. So this is the approach we will be using. So like for marking the elements visited, we will be setting the value of those elements as -1. We are not going to use a boolean array, because it will introduce a space complexity of order n, and if we'll be marking the elements as -1, the space complexity will only remain order 1. So, and the reason why we can mark them as -1, because the value of all the elements is greater than or equal to 0, so there won't be any problem. So we can now try to implement that solution. So implementation is quite straightforward. So we can have the num size as n, and then we can have a variable for the maximum length, and now we can start iterating throughout the array. We'll be first checking whether that element has been visited or not. So if it hasn't been visited, then we can introduce a count for its set, and we can also have a variable for storing the indices at every step. And now we can use a while loop, and if nums of I, basically it means that if the element is not visited, then we can increment the count, right? And yeah, we can update the nums, so it should be index. Yeah. And now we need to update this, but yeah, there is one more thing that we need to do. We need to also set this nums of index to -1, and for setting this to -1, we can't do this since this index is the new index, and if we'll set this to -1, then it will set the newer index as -1. So we will be needing a new variable, like another variable. I can call it next index. I can set it to whatever. So I can first do this, then I can do this, and before this I can do this. So this will be okay, like this will work just fine. So now now we'll be having the count after the end of the loop. So we need to update the max length. Okay, so everything is okay till now. So yeah, we need to return this max length, and time complexity is order n, because we are visiting each node at each element at most once. So since there are at most n elements, unique n elements, the time complexity is order of n, and the space complexity is order of 1, since we are not using some newer array or something. So we can try submitting it. First run the sample test cases. Yeah, so it is passing. We can submit it. Yeah, it got accepted. So see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for like watching this lecture or tutorial, whatever you say.